A 1-1 draw against that Belgium team, full of quality. It's a good result, but what's your overriding feeling with the fact that you just haven't done enough to progress into the quarterfinals?
I suppose the immediate feeling is we're really proud of the players because we knew tonight that a win got us out of the group. So mentally, that's what we prepared for the game to try and win it. Again, we go behind and we show a fantastic character. Maturity, calmness to find a way to get an equaliser, and you could see they had their wobble for the last 15 minutes, so we had them right in it going down the stretch. So we'd be disappointed possibly with the result, but when you put the whole thing into context and the broader picture, since we took over the players last July to where they are now, they're in a better place.
The winger Doku, he provided some really serious threat throughout the whole game. At any point did you think we really need to do something here to try and stem the flow?
He's a special player, and what's great for our players is to come up against a player like that, test themselves against a team like that and an individual like that. He's played 5 times for Anderlecht's first team at the moment. And we'd identified, anyone could tell you about him when you look at his games. We had problems, but I think we coped with the situations overall well. He got in behind a few times, that's going to happen, but I think how we defended the box at times, the players' positioning, the maturity showed how to cover each other as the game went on, especially second half. Was a credit to the players for taking on the information to be able to execute it. And you could see we still try to play football at times. There was courage about us. We still need to improve maybe in our entries into the final third with our decision making and execution. But I can't ask any more from them from the whole tournament. I really can't. They performed, they competed, and I think the nation I think the big thing from this tournament for me, I think the public will be watching, there was people watching here, and now it's time people can make up their own minds about Irish players, young boys.
Yeah, a couple of standouts tonight. Jimmy Corcoran obviously pulled off some great saves in the first half especially. Also Joe Hodge in the middle of the park. Timiama Banadeli had a really good game at centre half as well.
Yeah, as I said, look, from since they came in at the start of the year to where they are now, they've all improved. Yeah, Jimmy, what was great tonight, unfortunately we lost Gavin. He'd done his bit, tournament was over. But to have Jimmy, who played last year, that experience gives that great calmness to the back four coming in, and that he used that tonight. And he's a full season under his belt as well at Preston, like a lot of lads do. Yeah, I thought the back four, throughout the tournament, again, were magnificent as a unit. What people have to remember as well, a lot of these lads. Might have been the first time they played together in the first 11 in this tournament over the whole season. What we were prepping, and some of them looked like they'd been, playing in a unit with each other throughout the season. So that's really credit to them as well.
When you look back across the tournament, Colin, I suppose maybe comparing yourself to a side like Belgium, who finished top of the group, what do you think Ireland were maybe lacking to push on that bit further?
Well, there's still an athleticism about some of these countries, will say, but what they have with that as well is, they have some very good football in actions, very comfortable on the ball, receiving the ball, passing. I think we showed at times if you package certain things from our games, it's there. We probably need to maintain it a little bit more, repeat it a little bit more, but it's there, and I think you can see that over the 3 games. We still can't underestimate our fighting spirit, the character show the players that they showed, because that's part of our DNA. So if you try and harness and nurture both of that together, that's what we're trying to do with the players. But I think anyone that came to the games or saw will take see certain things of how the players played, and they can start making their own minds up now.
Yeah, do you think technically now we've got the kind of players that can match the best across Europe?
I think we certainly improved on it. There's always areas you got to improve, but you saw there tonight, when even they pressed us aggressively, we still found a way to try and play, and that's how we encourage them to actually test themselves with. But it's just that area, that entries into the final third, that quality, the combination play some of the countries might have, the so-called top tiers countries, dribblers, 1-2s, off the ball runs, good decision making. That's something we have to improve on in the final third, and our execution at times has to be better, but the approach to it was very positive, and I can't be any prouder than the players.
For yourself, Colin, what does the future hold? Would you like to stay within the international umbrella, or could you see yourself maybe looking elsewhere?
Right now I'm with the international staff and the international setup. We've just got to get these players back to the hotel now and say our goodbyes to them. Basically, the work is never done at this age group. They move on, new group moves in, and the cycle keeps turning.
Some talk maybe links to Cork City. Would you entertain them at all?
I said right now, head coach of U17 staff and players, and I'm very proud to be involved with this group again this season. And I think the future is bright for younger players. I think another group of players this year have really shown some good performances this week.